Good morning. It is Monday, May 27th, and we're actually starting off this week fairly decently. So the moon is still currently in Capricorn. It will move into Aquarius around 2:45 this afternoon Mountain Time. So before it moves into Aquarius, it actually makes a sextile with Neptune. So this is a really good time to listen to your intuition. Make sure that you're sticking with like your boundaries and things of that nature. Make sure that you are not being deluded in things, especially with Saturn being in Pisces as well. This is a really good time to make sure that you're not like letting your boundaries fall to the side. And it's a really good time just to listen to that intuition and make sure that you're trusting yourself correctly. And then once that moon moves into Aquarius, it's actually going to trine Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun this afternoon and this evening. But it's also going to conjunct Pluto. So it's a really good time for communication with all of that Gemini energy. However, it could be some kind of deep and intense energy as well. Don't allow that more negative side of Gemini to override that intensity, because sometimes those deep conversations are really, really needed. And the negative side of Gemini can get a little short-sighted and like want to stay on the surface instead of actually digging into a real problem. So our energy of the day we have here is the Fool. So once that moon moves into Aquarius, Uranus takes control, and this is the Uranus card. So there is this energy, particularly this afternoon, to kind of just jump into something head first and kind of figure it out later, right? But what we're focusing on is the Hermit. So really make sure that you are self-reflecting. Make sure that you are actually looking within and having the real deep conversations that need to be had. Make sure that you're not, brushing things off. You're not putting things on other people. And this is really a good time with that moon conjunct Pluto, a really good time to make sure that you are actually doing the inner work. With Pluto being retrograde, that's what we're supposed to be doing, is looking inward. And then what we're avoiding is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the energy is actually really good with those trines to the stuff in Gemini. And with Mercury, Gemini's ruler, being in Taurus, there might be like kind of this energy of like, okay, let's just start something now, we'll figure out the problems later. Don't do that. Make sure that you're taking the time to actually look inward before you go jumping into something and solidifying something. And if you like these, please go check out my website. I have a subscription service on both my website and on Patreon as well. They're the same thing, where I do a more in-depth description of the transits and an extended tarot reading. So go check that out.